welcome back. So in this video, we'll be discussing on conversational buffer window memory. Okay, so from the name itself, it's mentioned that it's a window memory, conversation buffer window memory. So there will be a window will be there, right? So in this particular type of memory, it keep only the last few interactions. Okay, so in our last case, when we discussed about conversation buffer memory, we said that we will be keeping the entire conversation history, right? Here we are only keeping the last k interactions, and the buffer does not get too large because like we are only keeping the last k interactions only. Fine. So when we talk about the pros, it's memory efficient because this is the same reason. We are only keeping the k interaction, k conversations. So the memory will not get too large. So it is memory efficient. And another advantage is reduced token count. So since we are dropping last few transactions or like the older interactions, we are only keeping the limited memory. So the token also will be minimum. Token count also will be minimum. Okay. Then unmodified context retention. So here, even though like we are keeping only last k transaction, okay, we are keeping it is as it is. We are not manipulating these kind of things because we are not keeping the summary and we are keeping the original conversations, right? So that is also an advantage of using conversational buffer window. And when we talk about disadvantages or cons, we can say that since we are keeping the last k conversations or we are dropping the older conversations, okay, so we are losing the history of data. So this will not be advisable for the longer conversations. Okay, so based on our use case, we have to decide which memory we need to use. So in some cases, in a short chat, it will be advisable. The conversation buffer window memory is advisable. Okay, so if it is like for larger conversations, we may have to go with some other memory type. Okay, so we can start coding part. Okay, so here we need to install OpenAI and the Langchain. So I'm executing that. So installation is progress. Then I am importing the collab. Okay, I am driving the mount, drive.mount. Okay, so the installation is progress. So let's wait for this one. Okay, so it's done. Now let me mount it. Just a second. Okay, let me give the memory allow. Okay, it's done. Here in this particular file, the constant dot keys, I have my OpenAI key. For that, let me set the path. Okay, till here is common. Okay, now let me add few other things. So all those code is, as I explained in my previous videos, all these cases, like I have the constant.key file, I have uploaded this into my Google Drive and which contains my OpenAI key. Okay. Now what we can do, we can import the LLM. So here we are using OpenAI, we are importing OpenAI and Langchain dot memory we can import conversation buffer memory, conversation buffer not window memory. Okay, now we can from chains we can import conversation chain. Okay, so the import part is done. Okay, now we can create a conversation chain object here. Conversation can mention conversation chain LLM. I can mention OpenAI here and temperature I can set it 0. Then I can set this a memory as conversation buffer window memory. I can keep k equal to 2. I am keeping only last 2 conversations. Then maybe I can set verbose is equal to true. Okay, let's see. Done. Now we can say that conversation dot predict. I can set input as hi there. Okay. So this will start. Spelling is wrong. Maybe I can correct it here. Conversation. Okay, let me run it again. Here conversation dot predict hi there. So here we can see that since the verbose is true, here human is saying hi there and AI says hi there, it's nice to meet you, how can I help you? Okay, so this is the one window. Now I can say that conversation dot predict, I can say input, I can say that input is equal to what are the LLM. Okay, so this is my second question. So here we can see that human says hi there and AI said hi there, it's nice to meet you, and the human says what are the LLM. This is the reply from AI. So it says that master of laws. Okay, so maybe I can change it little bit. Conversation dot predict, you can say that input as these large language models. Okay, so here this is one window, human and AI, and this is the second window. So k is equal to 2. So I am executing my third conversation. Here we can see 1, 2. Okay, so already these two are in memory. Okay, so this is the first chat, this is k is equal to 1 and this is k is equal to 2, and this is the result. Okay, large language models are the type of. Okay, now I am going to ask another question. Conversation dot predict. Okay, in the input I can say that provide some examples. Okay. So it says some examples are Google Bot, OpenAI. So that is, so see here. So the first window is gone. The first one we were talking about hi there and reply from the AI, right? So that is actually gone. So here we are only keeping a complete conversation of k is equal to last 2 conversations. Okay, so that is what we are keeping here in a conversational buffer window memory. Okay, so I hope this is clear. So overall, we discussed about conversation buffer window memory and its advantages, disadvantages, and how to implement that. Okay, so based on your use cases, you can select this is suitable or not in your use case. Okay, so that is all about in this video. Please do like and subscribe. Have a nice day. Bye bye.